Ken, and welcome to Addy's Adventures, where you get to go on a journey, one step at a time. Alright, let's get on with today's video. Alright, so here we are. This is sort of the central concourse of Sydney Airport, the main centre area. Sydney International Terminal, it's an old terminal, and definitely needs an upgrade or something to improve it. So I'm down in gate 34, which is down this wing here, sort of about 2/3 of the way down, 3/4 of the way down, something like that. A few people in here. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I had a quick entry through passport control security. I had the business class priority access, so that sort of helps as well. So I thought I'd just wander down to the gate. I've got a bit of time to fill in, so I'll go for a look and see what aircraft. Wow, the stands are fairly full today. That's my aircraft right over the back there, the A350 for Thai. There's a lot of aircraft on the stands this morning. Not often you see it like that. Here's just sort of do a bit of aircraft watching. That's the A350 over the other side there. 787 here. This hour of the morning is probably a busy time for departures. Not a lot of arrivals have sort of already come in prior. Those aircraft sitting at the gate. Here's a boarding area for gate 34. A few people lining up already. Jingoes, there's a bit of time to go just yet. My aircraft there, the A350 Thai. It's one of their most popular aircraft in their fleet. That and the 777s. Quite a nice aircraft. I flew on one last year from Sydney as well, and very comfortable, very quiet, smooth ride. Starting to board now. So being in business class, I can skip the line a bit, and I'll skip the economy line anyway, and head up the end here towards business class. So here we are, processing fairly quick, getting through. Two people checking in the economy, which makes it quick, and just one person checking in here. But the scanning makes it all pretty quick. Quick look, done, all good. Oh, I actually got a bit of that down there, sir. Enjoy your trip. Wow. All right, here we are heading down the gangway to the aircraft. Boarding now. Boarding through. I virtually walked straight down behind this couple here. This guy's fairly funny. You'll see here in a minute. He thinks he might go to business class instead of economy, but he sort of works out that he's going to go the right way. Bit of a character, this guy. I was having a bit of a chat with him on the way down, a bit of a laugh. So I'm on the right hand side of the aircraft in seat 12K. You can see the seating there, how one seat, the row of the window, the seat is right on the window, and one it's on the aisle. I like to pick the one on the window. It's a lot more private. Last time I flew, I think I was on the opposite side of the aircraft, around the same position. Obviously plenty of room in the overhead bins and all that sort of thing. Just ready for pushback now. A Virgin aircraft, Virgin Australia one there, probably I'd say to New Zealand, leaving from the international terminal. A few planes at the gate there, the Singapore A380, the custard ducktail. Just a steady crawl out to the apron. Not a bad day. A little bit of cloud about. A few aircraft there waiting to go. Up ahead of us is a Qantas 787 Zulu November Delta. The library showcases the artwork of a Northern Territory artist by a senior Enmatari woman, based on her 1991 painting Yam Dreaming. The design depicts the cultural significant yam plant, an important symbol in dreaming stories, and a staple food source in her home region of Utopia, 230 k's northeast of Alice Springs. The work was adapted by Indigenous-owned design studio Balringi and transformed to fit the contours of the aircraft. It took 60 graphic designers, engineers and painters 10 days to install the design onto its surface with over 5,000 white dots. The colour of the tail has been matched to the artwork, and the second time in Qantas history the flying kangaroo motif has been altered to fit a design. Yeah, so just lining up now, just waiting on the aircraft to land. We've got it's a 777 from Air New Zealand, I think. Yeah, nice touchdown too. Very nice. And we should be lining up very shortly. 16 right departure today. Oh yeah, got Vietnam's Airlines, United, Qantas lined up behind us. Yeah, so we're off for a 16 right, as I said, departure. Have a little bit of cloud about, but rolling start today. Got the clearance and away we go. Bank around to the right, and then yeah, we'll probably circle back around behind the city and make our way to the north. The Thai Airways has 32 Royal Silk business class seats on this Airbus A350-900 in a 1-2-1 configuration. This is a staggered seating layout where the middle section alternates between having 2 seats directly beside each other and 2 seats directly at the aisle. I'd selected seat 12K, which is a window seat directly beside the window. I really liked this seat. It felt spacious and there's plenty of privacy. The seat reclines to become a fully lie-flat bed. I found the bed very comfortable, and however it probably could have been a bit longer. If you're more than 6 feet tall, you might find the bed isn't quite long enough for you, that you'll need to bend your knees when lying down. There was a universal power point at each seat and the normal USB points for charging devices. There's also a large in-flight entertainment screen above the footwell where you rest your legs while sleeping. Overall, the Thai Airways A350-900 business class cabin felt modern, clean and spacious. I also particularly liked the onboard cabin lighting with hues of pink, purple and orange that helped to create relaxing atmosphere on board. There was also a comprehensive drink list, including a selection of wines and other beverages. The food was fresh, tasty and plentiful. I really enjoyed the meal and definitely wasn't hungry by the end of it. The cabin crew on this flight was service focused, utterly professional. Nothing was too much trouble and they did a great job. Before landing, one of the senior crew members came around to personally thank each passenger in business class for flying Thai. And before I knew it, we were landing in Bangkok. Our approach skirted around a storm to the west. We had a dry landing on 19 left. Last year when I flew into Bangkok, there were a lot of aircraft still being stored. I was interested to see how this had changed, as Thai had sold 10 747-400s and 9 A340s. In addition, Thai Airways says it was in the process of entering in a purchase sale contracts for 6 of its 777-300s. Finally, Thai Airways has announced it wants to sell 6 of the 777-200s and after deliberating on whether to return some of their A380-800s to service, Thai Airways elected not to, and is now attempting to remarket the planes. The entire 6-strong fleet is available for sale. It looks like by that they've yet to find a buyer for those aircraft. Thank you. Thank you. In Bangkok after 9 hours from Sydney. Yeah, pleasant flight. Enjoyed the flight. Had a bit of a rest. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. A nice balmy 32, 34 degrees. Yeah, so what I have to do now is I have to transfer, but my transfer is a little bit different because I'm flying on a different airline. So I don't actually have a boarding pass to get me straight through security. It's not quite that simple. I have to, first of all, what I have to do is go and, once I get through to security, I have to show them my existing boarding pass that I had when I got on in Sydney. What that has on it, it shows how my bags are booked through to Istanbul, because I have two more legs to go with Oman Air. So the process is from here, head up to the transfer desk, I guess. Yeah, the transfer desk. Last time I came, it was transfer desk 1. You can see the desk numbered 1 to 4 there. I sort of know this off the top of my head. It was 1 from last year. But what you can do, there is a board you will see, as you sort of progress down through here, and it'll have the Oman, have your flight, your Oman Air, which was mine was Oman Airlines. So it'll have your flight listed on the board. And once you get to the board, have a look at the flight, and it'll tell you the actual. There's the board over there, so we might just wander over and have a look. I should be able to find my Oman airline flight, which is Bangkok to Muscat, Oman, on the board, and next to it will have the transfer desk number. So I'm just looking for it there. On the right, it should be just down the bottom there on the right. There it is there, and in the yellow, transfer desk 1. So that makes it pretty simple. So you can now, if it says transfer desk 2 or whatever, you now take the signs up above to those desks. All right, I've still got a little bit of a walk to the desk. I actually was coming down, I come across all these military guys I think they were airport security, and they're having some sort of briefing. All right, so roughly from about where I disembarked to the transfer desk was like 1,100 metres, and you'll see signs like this saying how far to go, and you know, there is the walkways and all that sort of thing just to make things a little easier. Yeah, which can help. So yeah, so here I go. I've just gone through security now, and now I'm heading up towards the transfer desk. So when you head that way towards transfer desk, there'll be a sign there say you have to go through this security. They check my boarding pass from the previous flight, and then sort of give you the okay. Then you obviously go through the screening process, and then they allow you to go upstairs to what is the departures area, which is just over here. There it is there. There's a sign there, transfer desk 1. So now I just got to find the Oman Airlines desk, and that's actually right on the end where those two people are standing there. So basically I just go there with my passport, hand my passport, and get my boarding pass. Once I get my boarding pass, I get my ticket, my boarding pass for the next 2 legs, that's them there, and my access to the Oman business class lounge. So yeah, which is just down here, it's just near the actual transfer desk, which makes it handy. Yeah, the Oman lounge isn't a bad lounge, it's not that big, but it's quite nice, quite clean. Great selection of food and whatever, obviously free Wi-Fi, and it wasn't actually too far from the gate. I think it's only about an 8 or 9 minute walk from the lounge to the gate. So yeah, quite pleasant little lounge, great to sit down, have a coffee, grab something to eat. There's a few people in it, not too many, it wasn't too bad actually, it was pretty good.